videos a big part?
Did you get to go on a Road Fools?
Didn't go on a Road Fools. I mean, they did those few Road Fools that were in Arizona. The majority of the video, like Road Fools 11, was basically here.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so we were with them all day, every day. Like
That's dope.
Billy and I.
Billy, who would have like
Nevsky.
who runs the mag wheel?
Yep.
Sick.
Spin Mag Billy.
Yeah.
Still one of my best friends.
Nice.
I mean, videos were funny. Like Wasted Days was the first video I remember like filming for. And it wasn't like, it was just like, hey, we're going to film a video. Like, do you have a camera? And I was like, no. Like, do you know anybody with a camera? I'm like, no. You know, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I think I asked for like a handy cam for Christmas or something, you know, like, so my mom got me some little shitty handy cam. And that's what we literally filmed Wasted Days part with. Like Billy would hold the camera, or I'd put it on a tripod and push record and go do a run. Like,
fuck yeah.
and you know, I was thinking about like how different video parts are now versus then. Like, and maybe it was just my mindset. Like, to me, a video part was like what you can do, right? Like,
yeah.
It wasn't like, I feel like now there's a video part writer that like will do a trick that they necessarily can't do. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
If you try something 100 times, you'll do it.
Right. Yeah.
I hope, or you'll die.
That's a video part.
You know,
yeah,
and that's a video part,
that,
right?
Yeah.
Like you put in a video part. Whereas like to me, my mindset on a video part was like, this is what I do every day. So I do
just
all
documentary
days,
type.
You know? Yeah,
type
exactly.
shit.
Like,
yeah.
film a video part. You got your deadline's in 3 weeks. Cool. I'll go ride the trails for, you know, a couple days. You know? Like, and that sounds bad, but like that's what it was.
Doesn't sound bad.
At the time,
yeah.
You know? Like,
it is what it is.
And that kind of progressed, and then we did, you know, I think Safety First was after Cheap Thrills was after that.
Okay.
Cheap Thrills was like the first one where like, you know, video parts, at least to my recollection, like became more of a thing, right? Like crazy videos were coming out, like bike riding was like progressing super hard. Like even on the kink side, it was like, we're going to put like an emphasis into this. Like we're going to like go on trips and film stuff.
Sick.
And, you know, like,
what
we're going to do it.
What, this video, first one you said was Wasted Days, and then this is Cheap Thrills?
Cheap Thrills.
What year-ish was this?
Cheap Thrills was, I think I was like 2001? No, 2003?
Nice. So this is party time for Casey.
Fucking party time. Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty party in there. Cheap Thrills was tough. Like, I remember that was the first time I like felt pressure to film a video part, and I ended up getting hurt pretty bad, like starting to film it. Basically, that's when I broke my leg, and it was backwards.
Oh,
like,
shit!
In the video, like,
yeah, you were on Scarred.
Yeah, I was on Scarred.
I just remembered you on Scarred.
Yeah, but that video, like, that was like,
you did it on a wooden spine.
Yeah, outside of Austin. At
Okay.
Ramp Ranch. But that trip was like one of the first trips where like Billy, Eric Fantine, and I drove to Austin to ride all that stuff, and I broke my leg in Austin, and then I literally couldn't ride my bike for 8 months.
Damn.
And so by the time I started riding again, it was like, you know,
due date.
Yeah, it was done. That
sucks.
Which is fine.
So how did
like,
it end
the
up?
part
Your
ended
part
up okay, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same as, I mean, it's how I rode.
Yeah.
You know, like,
this is a documentary of my riding.
Yeah, totally.
Look at the tricks I can do.
Riding, and I was, you know, manual to 180 to nowhere.
Yeah, love them. There's a like strong period of time where that was perfectly acceptable because that was kind of a new trick, manual 180s.
And that's what broke my leg.
The Manny one that you did 360 to Manny 180 on a spine.
Manual to 180 on a spine.
Dude, it's all coming back to me. I remember seeing that clip on Scarred, and then there's another crash clip that is like very memorable. That is by Thunderbird Skate Park. There's a brick curved wall that's just like a sign, and
yeah, that one's Ballman's fault.
What did Ballman do?
Ballman took too long to film this fucking trick he was trying, and I was too ADD to sit there and let him finish it. So I just kept riding the fucking curved wall ride and put my front wheel over it, and
that didn't go well, dude.
Out.
Did you? I remember hearing this story a long time ago from Chadwick, but will you tell me that story? The smashing your face into that curved wall?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a banked curve wall ride, and I was just, you know, I had already filmed like curve wall ride and then lip slide, and I don't even remember what Ballman was trying. I'm surprised
you had on that same spot.
On that same spot,
okay.
Yeah. And so I just kept riding it, like dicking around, basically, and then I went fast, put my front wheel over it,
You sure did. You were hauling ass
Didn't
at
get
it.
my hands out, hit my face on it. I remember waking up, like there's a Quick Trip across the street, and I woke up in the bathroom, you know, like my face is just gushing blood. Oof. And like, it's, what is that, like 79th Avenue or something? Like, it's a pretty busy street, you know, and I walked,
definitely a main road.
I just zombied across the street, and Chadwick was like, dude, you just walked across traffic, basically. Like, you didn't stop. And I'm like, yeah, I was out cold.
I was blacked out,
you guys just let me do this? And then,
like, he'll be fine. Yeah. Just
then,
walk it off.
I've had enough concussions, even to this point. Like, I've had concussions where, like, you knock yourself out and you forget a bunch of time period. And, like, I remember at that point, like, I kept asking the same question. Like, what did I do? Like, where am I? Like, whatever. And they're like, oh, my God, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, you were doing this. And I had just started dating this girl, this is the funny part of the story, is that, like, I just started dating this girl, super, like, hyped on her.
Yeah.
She called me, and I had no clue who it was.
Damn.
You know, like, because it was so new that, like...
Damn.
Like, it had been a couple weeks, basically, you know? And she calls, and I'm like, I fucking recognize the name. And I'm, like, talking to her, and I'm like... It's gonna sound crazy, but like, I don't know who you are. And she's like, you know, obviously, like, you tell any girl that you're dating that you don't know who they are. She's like, fuck you. Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Like, super mad. And I'm like, no, this sounds crazy. Like, I'm like, if I see you, it'll hopefully help me, you know? And I'm like, so meet me in my house, like, and I'll get there. I'm like, I explained to her like what happened. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, I mean,
clearly not.
I'm alive.
I don't remember you.
But, you know, and like, she ended up like showing up, and by then my brain started reconnecting the dots, and I remembered who she was at the time. But as soon as she saw me, like, literally like half of my face was like scraped off and like swelled up, and she's like, oh my God, I understand. You literally don't remember me.
That's wild.
But yeah,
that's absolutely wild. We've reached the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that clip. If you want to support me and the podcast, just subscribe and share the show with your friends. The full episode is in the description, so if you haven't, go check that out. It's also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to podcasts. And the goal is just to grow. So if you could share the show with your BMX homies, that'd be dope. If anybody that you know that is a BMX nerd and would enjoy this podcast, do me that favor, and we'll keep all these clips coming and one episode every week. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.